Jai Gurudev and welcome once again. Politics is often seen as a high pressure, fast paced field. Political leaders are constantly under scrutiny, making tough decisions that impact entire populations. Yet, in such an environment, maintaining mental clarity and emotional balance is critical for effective leadership. Today, we are joined by an art of living expert to explore how practices like yoga, meditation, and Sudarshan Kriya and pranayama can help politicians not only manage the stress of their careers but also enhance their leadership. Welcome, Jai Gurudev, and thank you for having me. Politics, as you rightly mentioned, is incredibly demanding, but it is also an avenue for true public service. Leaders must navigate intense pressures, complex social issues, and rapid decision making while staying grounded in their purpose. That's where techniques like yoga, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, and pranayama come in. They can transform a politician's ability to maintain emotional balance and think clearly and lead with compassion. It's these practices that foster the inner peace necessary to serve with integrity and wisdom. Absolutely, we know that politicians often face intense stress, long hours, and public scrutiny. How do practices like yoga and meditation help political leaders stay grounded and make sound decisions amidst all this pressure? Politics is inherently filled with unpredictable situations and emotional turbulence, from public protests to internal party disagreements. The demands can be overwhelming. A calm mind and a balanced emotional state are crucial for a politician to act thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This is where yoga and meditation play a transformative role. Yoga, with its combination of physical postures and breath control, offers both physical and mental relief. It helps to release built up stress, improve concentration, and enhance overall well being. When a leader practices yoga, they develop a heightened awareness of their body and mind, which helps them remain focused and composed under pressure. Meditation, particularly mindfulness meditation, allows leaders to cultivate the ability to pause before reacting. It enables them to create a space between stimulus and response, which is especially important when making high stakes decisions. Instead of being swept away by emotions or external noise, they can make decisions with clarity and insight. For example, during moments of high conflict or national crisis, a meditation provides the necessary calmness to think strategically, find solutions, and act with empathy rather than defensiveness or anger. That makes a lot of sense. So, these practices help a politician not just with physical well being but also with emotional and mental resilience. But I've also heard a lot about Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama and as powerful techniques. How do these specifically help in reducing stress and enhancing clarity of thought? Yes, Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama are incredibly effective practices, especially in high stress environments like politics. Let me explain how that works. Sudarshan Kriya is a unique and advanced breathing technique developed by His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, the founder of the Art of Living. It involves a series of rhythmic breathing patterns that help release deep seated tension, clear the mind, and refresh the entire system. It is known to have a profound impact on emotional well being, reducing stress and anxiety while enhancing clarity of thought. For politicians, Sudarshan Kriya acts as a reset button. It helps to clear mental clutter and restore inner peace. In a high pressure scenario, whether it is a heated debate in parliament or a volatile diplomatic situation, a politician who practices Sudarshan Kriya will have a unique advantage. They will be able to step back from immediate emotional reactions and respond to the situation from a place of calmness and clarity. This enables them to navigate complex issues with greater wisdom, leading to more informed, balanced, and thoughtful decisions. Pranayama or breath control involves various techniques that focus on the regulation of breath. One of the most common practices is Nadi Shodhan or alternate nostril breathing, which helps to calm the nervous system and balance the body's energy. Pranayama helps to balance the sympathetic, fight or flight, and parasympathetic rest and digest nervous systems. When practiced regularly, it significantly reduces stress, promotes emotional stability, and helps the mind remain focused. For politicians, especially those who face intense media scrutiny or confrontational situations, pranayama can be a powerful tool to stay centered, prevent burnout, and ensure that their responses come from a calm and reflective place rather than being impulsive. Pra- Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi is a well known advocate for yoga and meditation. He practices yoga regularly and even launched the International Day of Yoga at the United Nations in 2014. Modi has openly credited his yoga practice with helping him manage the stress of his position and maintain his mental and physical health during his speeches and interviews. He often emphasizes how yoga helps him maintain focus, calmness, and clarity, which are crucial when managing the complexities of Indian politics and diplomacy. Bill Clinton, former US President Bill Clinton, is another high profile leader who has openly spoken about his yoga practice. Clinton was introduced to yoga while in office and it became a regular part of his routine. In various interviews, he credited yoga with helping him deal with the pressures of the presidency, especially during moments of personal and political turmoil. Yoga for him was a way to stay balanced amid crisis, making him better able to handle the demands of the job. Rajnath Singh, India's Home Minister Rajnath Singh, a senior politician in India, has been practicing yoga for years. He has credited yoga with maintaining his physical health and emotional balance, especially in the demanding political environment he operates in. Singh has mentioned in interviews that yoga helps him remain composed even when dealing with the national security crisis. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, Trudeau, while not as outspoken about yoga specifically, is a leader who emphasizes the importance of mental health and well being. In his leadership approach, he has incorporated mindfulness techniques into his leadership style. And during stressful times such as the COVID 19 pandemic, he maintained a calm and compassionate presence in his communication with the public. These examples show that yoga and meditation aren't just about personal wellness, they have real world implications for leadership, decision making, and governance. But given the busy schedule of politicians, how can they find time for practices like these? Can you suggest practical ways to incorporate yoga and meditation into a hectic political career? This is a great question, and I think it's important to understand that even a few minutes of practice can yield significant benefits. Politicians often have very tight schedules, but yoga and meditation don't require hours of practice to be effective. Short morning routine, 10 to 15-minute morning routine that includes some yoga, simple yoga stretches, and pranayama such as Nadi Shodhan or Kapalbhati can set a positive tone for the day. These practices help energize the body, clear the mind, and promote mental clarity so leaders are ready for the challenges ahead. Then, midday break, if possible, a quick 5 minute pranayama break in the middle of the day can help reset the mind. Techniques like Sudarshan Kriya or alternate nostril breathing can be done in just a few minutes and will quickly bring a sense of calm and balance. Mindfulness during meetings. Politicians can practice mindfulness during meetings and public engagements. Simply paying attention to the one breath while listening to others or during discussions can help maintain composure and focus. It can also help prevent emotional reactions in moments of conflict. After a busy day, a 10 to 20-minute meditation session can help wind down and process the events of the day. This practice helps release stress, bring emotional balance, and improve sleep quality, ensuring that leaders are rested and ready for the challenges of the next day. The key is consistency, even with a packed schedule. Small and consistent efforts go a long way in building resilience, focus, and inner peace. It seems like these practices not only promote well being but can also make leaders more effective in their roles. Do you think the growing global awareness around mental health and well being will lead to more politicians adopting these practices in the future? Yes, absolutely. The growing focus on mental health, especially in the context of leadership, is a positive trend that will likely continue to expand. We are seeing more and more organizations, including political parties and governments, recognizing the importance of emotional intelligence, mindfulness, and personal well being and fostering effective leadership. As global challenges become more complex, climate change, economic disparity, political polarization, leaders will need to be able to think clearly, act with empathy, and maintain their composure in high pressure environments. Yoga, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, and pranayama are tools that help develop these qualities. As the world embraces the importance of mental health, I believe that more and more politicians will incorporate these practices into their daily routines, ultimately leading to better leadership, governance, and service to the people. This has been such an enlightening conversation. It is clear that yoga, meditation, and breathing techniques can play a transformative role in enhancing politicians' career. Jai Gurudev.